Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I am here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them, may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box, and my books are always open. I invite you to join me for a session. As you enter, if you could please give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. Y'all are doing your thing. I am over 15,000 subscribers right now. I'm like super stoked. um, I think we might be able to actually get another 5,000. I mean, this could be really ambitious. My birthday is on April the 25th. It would be really cool to get up to at least 20 by my birthday. I think we can do that. So let's all put some positive energy towards that. All right. All right. I'm going to start. I'm not going to do opening oracles. We'll clarify with them. But let's just tap in and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. I'm actually not going to do my usual spread. I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. Let's see what's going on in the ethers. Let's do 6 cards start. Okay. Collective, it looks like you have made a clear decision to cut out any type of toxicity from your life, your relationships, hell, work environments, habits. This feels very much like you've done a lot of considerable work. I heard to peel yourself away from certain relationships that left you feeling unfulfilled. There is a particular connection, I think, that is connected to your past. I want to say you were young. This could be like childhood, school, maybe, that you may be looking at. Because I'm looking at his face and the way that he's looking back at the past, looking back at maybe some of your past mistakes, maybe looking back at part of what you think was a mistake. Okay. Oh, habits. Somebody here is looking back at their habits. Okay. Somebody's looking back at their habits. They're looking at, like I said, past behaviors where maybe they didn't really show up in a positive light. I kind of get the energy of somebody here who, if they had engaged in like third party energy, maybe, I don't know where you are in here. I don't really know who I'm talking about, but this kind of gives me the energy of, I'll genderize it. This is a masculine energy. Although I don't want to say specifically because I have a feminine energy down here too, but since he led first, it kind of looks like somebody here who operated in kind of like a Don Juan energy, very charming, but non-committal. They may have been heavily focused on materialism. They may have been heavily focused on, chasing after the dollar versus chasing after love. I do feel like there was somebody in their life who did genuinely love them unconditionally. Um, but this masculine energy, I feel like maybe in the past, because this feminine energy may have had, like, I heard the word requirement. She may have had requirements. I mean, standards. We're gonna keep it a buck. This is somebody here who, he was in the presence of, literally in the presence of a queen, somebody who was willing to build with them. But this is somebody who loved unconditionally, who, had very deep emotions. I'm also getting that this is somebody also who's very intuitive, who may have also known, because I can see where she's connecting to all the other cards. She may have intuitively known that this gentleman was engaged in, you know, other relationships outside of their relationship. But I feel like this man is looking at his patterns. I've actually been talking about this with pretty much all of my recent clients about relationship patterns. And part of this Venus retrograde that we're experiencing right now is having folks, because it's been coming up a lot. So I have to believe it has something to do with Venus retrograde. We're looking at our relationship patterns. I believe this gentleman is looking at his relationship patterns, and he's looking at the past, and he's looking at some of his patterns, some of his behaviors, some of the way that he carried himself in the past when he was younger. I do get the impression that this gentleman acted in a very immature manner, didn't really want to commit. And the way that I'm receiving this energy is like he really didn't love the feminine in the way that she deserved to be loved. Like, this is somebody who could have actually helped him build an empire, is what I'm hearing. I also kind of get the impression, too, that this gentleman may not have been able to make up his mind because, again, he was entertaining other people. Because he was entertaining other people, he couldn't figure out or make up his mind which person was more beneficial to him. Beneficial. That's kind of coming with, like, he was trying to determine if she would be beneficial to him. Now, I'm using tarot cards and I don't have this out here, but I just heard like he might have been enticed by shiny things. And so he may have been very enticed by this woman, but when she started to lose her shine, not saying that she even started losing her shine, I want to say she probably lost her shine because he was enamored by all these other shiny things. I feel like this gentleman has now had some time to reflect over his decisions and the way that he's led his life. And now he's getting a better understanding of who this woman was to him. Unfortunately, he is not in a position to approach her. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Interesting. So, remember I just said he was enamored by something shiny. He saw something that he was very attracted to. Oh, this is really loaded because I see several things here. Because I do kind of feel like whatever he chose somebody who he thought would be better suited, like better, that who presents better is what I heard. Whatever that means. Maybe image was a thing, like, the outer appearance. I don't know, whatever. But I kind of feel like this person, this gentleman chose this woman. Now, I can't tell if, well, you were here first, or maybe you were here first, but he had these other options or these other people that he entertained. Maybe he and the woman that he eventually chose had some kind of untraditional, like some untraditional kind of relationship. Like maybe they could have even had an open relationship. And he thought that, what I really think is interesting here is that he, even though he may have had unconditional love for you, because I feel like this is you over here, collective. I feel like even if this masculine had love, you had love for them, they have love for you, they just really weren't in the mindset to commit. But right now, I think because of the way he's looking at things right now, he's very upset. He is very disturbed by the separation between you. I feel like he's very disappointed in his behavior. I heard he abused your innocence, whatever that means to you. And right now, this man, gentleman, he's being held back. Like the energy that I have here, it feels very much like he feels, number one, he feels stupid. He feels stupid because he chose, again, remember I said he chose something shiny. She chose something shiny because he thought it would look better on his arm. It was something about appearances. It was something about status. I mean, I'm looking at you over here. You might have been sunshine, rainbows, and glitter, and they were more, cookie cutter cookie cutter, corporate America type, and maybe you were a little bit more free spirited. But he literally fucked around and found out because because he's looking at it. He chose, instead of choosing the unconditional love that he had already in his life, what he did was he ended up with somebody, because I said this woman, she may have appeared to be something shiny, and he got all caught up only to realize that there's no real abundance with this woman, and that there's no, like, I feel like this woman may have ended like whatever this woman presented, whoever he chose, whatever she presented, because that's not who she really is. He's now recognizing that this woman is very selfish, and and I think what it is remember I said here in the beginning where he here he had the love, he had the unconditional love, but he was more focused on materialism and appearances and things like that. And what he got was a mirror of himself. He got a mirror of himself. Now here's the thing. I think part of the reason why he is unable, and I said he couldn't figure out right here, he couldn't figure out whether or not to, he didn't know who to choose. Like, he had this unconditional love, but he had this strong attraction for this woman here. The thing about it is, what I do not like when I see this, like, I love the Ten of Cups. I love the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Cups should not have three people in it. Just saying. This is giving me the impression of somebody who wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Yeah. It's kind of interesting because I feel like now, because of some kind of transformation that's taken place with you, I feel like, number one, I do believe that this person broke your heart. I do believe that this person broke your heart. And I think it took a lot for you to kind of move past that. I think it took a lot for you to get past that. And now this person is desperately trying to hold on to maybe you, but I do feel like you're being protected from this person right now. I think you're being protected from this person. I think even though they want to come towards you, they may not be able to because you're being protected. I feel like God is kind of creating a dynamic that doesn't allow them access to you. Like, when I say, we're on different timelines or whatever, you're like not on this timeline. Literally, you're not on this timeline. So when I'm looking at you and I'm like, you're looking to the future. This dude is looking at the past and he's looking at all of his decisions. And I do feel like he wants to he's holding on to you right here. He's holding on to you, but he realizes the damage that he's done to the relationship or the connection with you because of this third party shit. He may also be aware that like maybe whether you have concrete evidence or maybe you're just very intuitive and you already just kind of figured it out. I think he's a little bit worried about that, but he's definitely seeing that he made a poor investment. He chose wrong. Literally, he chose wrong. He chose wrong. And he just kept rejecting you over and over again. This is what's funny about it. It's like he rejected you. He chose something else because he thought maybe, this arm candy would be, look at me, right? When I say you're protected, child, you are protected. He ended up with somebody who was just as superficial as he was. And now he's upset because he's being blocked from you, or he can't come towards you. If you're at a distance, if you guys live in separate areas, there's no energy here that is allowing him to come towards you. He is being held up, and I see it in like 3 different places. He's being held up. 4 different places. He's being held up. So even if he wanted to communicate with you or something like that, you may have him blocked. Hell, he may even have lost this other relationship. Haven't finished diving into that, but I'm not kind of looking at the way some of these cards are touching. He may be kind of, feeling at a loss because he might have lost both of you and this other woman. Now, also seeing here too, I think part of the reason why they might have been the way that they were with you, there was something about your presence, your essence, your aura that intimidated them or intimidates them at present. Okay. Okay. So, oh shit. Oh shit. Lovers, 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, 8 of Swords in the upright. From the bottom of the deck. All right. So, I get the impression, number one, collective, I think you are being very protected. You're being very protected, whether you got, you've got your boundaries up or whatever, or your spirit team is really working, double time right now to, kind of keep you covered. I get the impression here this person or the situation, you may be aware that there's something in this gentleman's energy here that doesn't appear to have evolved or changed. What I think is funny is that this person wants to come towards you with an offer. They're desperate to get to you. And I do believe that the separation that you endured, it's funny because before I even when I picked this deck up, I was thinking about this Five of Swords card. And usually when I see this Five of Swords, the way that I look at it is like, you know, yes, we thought we were being clever. We thought we knew what we were doing. But you may have discovered some truth that was very hurtful and heartbreaking. Now, the way karma works, it is very, you know, I've been saying it, karma's a long game. But it kind of feels like, oh, yeah, oh, hold on. Yes, so this is kind of a karmic thing here. So the person that he chose, he may be going through this the way that you went through it. So I do feel like there was some, when you collective recognize the truth of what you were dealing with, while it may have hurt your heart and it may have broken you down, by you removing yourself or removing yourself from the energy or removing yourself from the relationship, the distance allowed you time to heal. It allowed you time to kind of focus on yourself. And, you know, while we didn't necessarily want to know the truth, you got the truth or whatever, it broke you down. The separation, it allowed you to heal. Okay. But now that you're in this healed space, again, you've got this person kind of blocked because, like I said, you have your boundaries up. This person wants to come towards you. They're very motivated to come towards you. They want to make an offer. I do believe that they want to make an offer. There is an opportunity, and I know y'all don't want to hear this. Some of y'all don't want to hear this. Because I can look at this here as like in the past, they didn't really make the offer to you, but now they're kind of because they recognize that they may have chosen the wrong person. Now they want to come in and say, okay, let's try to how do I fix it, right? But I think more than anything, they want to communicate to you what a huge mistake they made. They made a huge mistake. So now they made a huge mistake. So now they're like kind of in this desperation energy trying to hold on to you as best they can. So you may be getting a little tug on your energy right now. Don't want to use these? Yeah, I can. Actually, no. I don't want to use these. Let's use the double deck. I kind of feel like they want to come in and tell you what a huge mistake they made. But the way that I'm looking at this, there's a strong likelihood that you're going to reject anything coming towards you. Like I said, you may have them blocked. It's like you may have so much like self-love and self-respect for yourself, child, you may not entertain it in the least bit. You know what's crazy? This relationship, whoever this is, you've known them for a very, very long time. A very long time. You may have even thought, like, if this is somebody, like, literally, this would have been somebody that you could have built a home with. You could have had a home with this person. You brought this person a sense of stability, or your presence stabilized the relationship. Your presence stabilized the relationship. And this person just did you dirty. You were breathing, oh child. You were breathing life into a relationship that wasn't breathing life back into you. You were dealing with somebody who was very emotionally manipulative. They knew it, like you probably expressed to yourself, and this was a counterpart. You probably expressed yourself to them all the time, told them how you felt or whatever. You were always communicating to them like what was going on with you, how you felt. And it was very one-sided. They never really shared with you what they were feeling or how they were what they were thinking about you or any of that. This kind of looks like they want to come towards you, but I really feel like they just took too long. They took too long to figure out what they wanted to do with themselves. what they wanted to do with you. Yeah. You know what's crazy? They lie. Look at all the lie. They took too long. They want to come towards you, but they took too long. They took too long. And this little game that they were playing, cost them the one relationship that they did actually. They didn't value you the way that they should have. They didn't. They gambled your relationship. They gambled your relationship. This person was chasing after resources. They were chasing after resources and opportunities. They felt like the woman that they chose would be their access way to that. What he discovered, though, is that the woman he chose, she was not you. She was not you. He was looking for some kind of change in his life. He thought that he could benefit from having this woman in his life. And I feel like what he's doing now, I don't know how he knows this, how he sees you. I haven't quite gotten all there yet. I mean, I don't have any cards of even public platform or anything out here. I don't have any cards like that out here. But I'm just looking at his face and the directions that he's looking in and what he can see. I feel like he thought by connecting with this woman, having her on his arm, that she would make him look good. And not only make him look good, make him rich. Or like there's money involved here. So it could be, and when I say money involved, I think it could not, if it's not just like he got with her for the money or for the additional benefits of having her around that were monetary. It's so crazy because he didn't get that. He ended up with an individual who feels like she was not like emotionally supportive, like I said, like you are all like glitter, rainbow, and love. That's not what he got there. That's not what that's not what he got. He ended up with somebody who didn't really pour into him the way that you may have poured into him. And now he's on the outside. He doesn't like feeling like he feels like you've abandoned him, but he doesn't like feeling on the outside. He doesn't like that feeling. But the funny thing about it is he made you feel that way. He made you feel that way. He made you carry all the burdens of the relationship because you were wishing, hoping, and praying and waiting for him to do right or do something. Like maybe you had thoughts in your mind that you would be with this person forever. Like your forever person. But the only thing that you got out of the relationship, it feels like a whole bunch of stress and lies. This also gives me the energy of somebody who says, it's funny because I was just talking to somebody about this. It's like somebody who I heard a procrastinator, but it's not that. It's not that. You know, it's funny. I just heard, and this is really, I want to say this is kind of related to my own life. I just heard, I'll make it up to you. Because that's what this looks like. I'll make it up to you. Child, I used to hear that all the time. I'll make it up to you. Let you down and then be like, I'll make it up to you. And then while you're waiting for them to make it up to you, it never comes. Like you're just sitting around waiting for them to do right and it doesn't happen. Child, this person wants to come and they want to communicate with you so bad. They want to come talk to you. but they're not able to. I think this person also knows that you know about what they've been doing, who they've been doing it with. Maybe not specifically, but I think you know what they've been doing, or you know the kind of person that they've been. I think you also knew just because they weren't given to you, they had been given to somebody else. They were given to somebody. This whole row right here is like, ugh, this is nasty energy. Dude, I hope you're choking on whatever this is you feel. This seemed to be very one-sided. This person did not reciprocate with you and left you with the burden of waiting for him to act right. That's crazy. Meanwhile, this person wasn't really putting in any effort to the relationship. They liked the stability that you brought, and I think it was more energetic. This could have been really energetic, or, I mean, yeah, it's kind of giving me energetic, but it could have been something that you were doing too. I also get the impression that you really celebrated this person. Like, you were really gassing this person up. And it could have been the fact that you were but I want to say, like, with you gassing them up, it was genuine. Like, I think that you, like, genuinely, because I'm looking at, like, I think you genuinely had love for this person. They genuinely had love for you too. But again, this person's ego is, like, super big. It didn't help the fact that if you were the one gassing them up, it didn't help that you gassed them up as well. So maybe he got a little ahead of himself, you know? Maybe he got a little ahead of himself. Well, this man is deep in reflection. He is deep in reflection. I think he is also seeing, because I'm seeing this couple of different areas, I think he's also recognizing too that if he doesn't feel a sense of stability anymore, it could either be because he chose this woman. I mean, I want to say this is karma. It just feels very karmic across the board. It's like the way that he was with you is how maybe this woman may have been with him. So, like, say if he engaged in a relationship dynamic where he wasn't really, he wasn't all in. He wasn't very committed. He could have just been out doing whatever, right? Because I got a lot of third party energy out here. So if he was doing that to you, he was doing that to her too, but she was doing that to him. I could also look at this too, like she was doing it to him. Because if we read it backwards, it even could appear that she may have had like third party energies too. He would, like, literally they mirror each other. She looked at him as like a payday, you know, a solid, something solid. He's successful, he's got money or whatever, and so she's looking at him like a payday. He's looking at her like arm candy. You're going to help me get to these other opportunities or whatever. It's going to change my life. But what he discovers is that the woman that he chose, she ain't the divine feminine. And not only is she divine feminine high priestess. Oh, baby. I feel like this energy here, you let this burden go. And it's funny. I just posted something on Facebook about what people do not recognize when you're on a healing journey. When you're on a healing journey, there is a lot of sacrifice involved. And unfortunately, for some people, the sacrifice is certain relationship dynamics, it's habits, it's the way, the way that we are. Like, it's kind of like the life you had before your dark night of the soul, right? You had to stop doing a whole bunch of stuff. drinking, smoking, partying, you know, screwing everybody, and just like whatever you were doing, you know. I mean, nobody's perfectly innocent. We're not healing from nothing. We did some shit. And so what I'm looking at here, I feel like, collective, you made a sacrifice. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know where you are on your journey, but whoever I'm talking to that's related to this particular board, somebody made a sacrifice and decided to let go. Even though there's still, because I do see that there's still love here. There is still love. But I also feel like your life changed the moment you were willing to sacrifice this relationship. I think what was at risk was your stability, your happiness. And I think you sacrificed that long enough because you were waiting for this person to do right. You gave them opportunities to do right, and they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do. They couldn't figure out what they wanted. Here they wanted their cake, and they wanted the cake and they wanted to eat it too. And that's not what you wanted. And what's crazy is they're out here feeling some kind of way, but what they're feeling whatever you were feeling at one point. They're feeling whatever you were feeling at one point. I mean, do we feel sorry for them? Probably not. Probably not. And I feel like even though you made that sacrifice, your life changed after you did that. Your life changed after you did that. And I also feel like you are not going to sacrifice the stability that you've created for yourself since you let it go. We're not going back. We're not going back. This person now is realizing, I got so much third party energy out here. This person now realizes, and even you realize, this person was never a team player. Never a team player. The Tower. And so they're recognizing, I feel like this Tower was probably for both of you at some point. Because I don't think that you ever thought in a million years you would have to sacrifice this relationship. You probably never thought that way. You probably never thought. It might have been a Tower moment when you discovered or realized that this person was, you know, not just given to you, but not given to you, but given to everybody else but you. Well, child, they are not able to come towards you. They want to. They really do. But they are stuck like buck. Like I said, they may be unable to travel. You could be at a distance. You may have them blocked. I see that real loud. You may have this person blocked. And I do feel like this person kind of wants to come towards you with this like very love bombing kind of energy. We ain't falling for that though. We're not falling for that, collective. Not at all. They're sad though. They are sad. They're kicking themselves that they put themselves. I think this is kind of, for me, this is a realization where they recognize it's being mirrored to them. They're recognizing that they didn't really put no effort into the relationship, and they put themselves on the outside by simply being the way that they were with you. They don't have no choice but to kind of like watch you from a distance. Yeah. And if you're in another relationship, because I can kind of see that here too. If you're in another relationship, and even if you're not in a relationship, you do have energy around you here. You have a new opportunity change, child. You got some positive energy around you right here. I love this. But the thing about it is you're so guarded and protected. Like I said, this person does not have an access in. There's no access in. And that's really fucking their head up. They don't have any access in. And if you are in another relationship, this person can't do nothing but watch you from the outside as you continue to blossom and thrive. Like you're doing very well. The whole top of my head just started tingling. You're doing very well. Justice. Yep. So Lovers. Yeah, I just get the impression that this person just wants to come towards you and just tell you what. Yeah, I chose wrong. I made a mistake. I should have gave my cup to you, because what I chose did not give me what I thought it was going to give me, and it was unsuccessful. Justice. That's what they get. That's what they get. Sorry, we don't feel bad. Yeah, child. Block, block, block. They're blocked. They're blocked, or they can't come to you. You have no desire to work on. You have no desire to put in any effort to this relationship. Mm-mm. Now, this is an interesting energy. I feel like maybe at one point, yeah, see, maybe at one point, and this ain't for everybody, maybe at one point, because this feels more like this feels more like you, collective, at one point having an expectation that maybe they would come back to you. And when I say come back to you, because they were entertaining other people, but maybe you thought, and this has been like the naive version of you, you thought that, once they figured out their life, that they would eventually circle back to you or something. But the thing is, the choice that they made the choice to go be a player, to be in and out of your life. They haven't changed. I do not feel like they've changed. Even though he's in the upright up here, I don't feel like this. Because I have it in two different places. I don't feel like this person has changed at all. So you could be in regret and all that. That's all fine. I'm so irritated with the camera. I had overflow of storage. I had a storage issue, so it cut off the video. I don't even know where I last stopped, or when it stopped, or what I last said before it stopped. I'll have to edit it and figure it out. But whoever this person is, I kind of feel like, I think I said it here, I don't feel like this person has changed. I don't think that they've done enough work to change, and I think that is the reason why they have been unable to come towards you. It's because they haven't changed. I do feel like they're still the same person that they were. Oh, look. Yeah, that's the truth. You're being protected from this person. They're not able to come towards you because I get the impression here this person hasn't changed. Now, the other thing is too, while they may want to come and tell you the truth or something, I also get the impression here that this person I don't think they have any real intentions to take any responsibility for what they've done or how they did you. So even if they came in with an apology with your child, you got your boundaries up. You got your boundaries up. Your walls are way up. Yep. Dealing with this person would be a poor investment of your time. Yeah, you have no intentions. Nope. Nope. You're already emotionally withdrawn from it, and you're better on your own. You're good with the you're good with the fond memories, or the parts that were good. Cuz let's be honest, yes, it may have ended poorly, but it wasn't always bad. I don't get that impression either. I just think that this person, they let their little head think for their big head. And now they're very much kind of stuck in this funky ass energy. And it's really a byproduct of the way that they had chosen to live their life. This is just who they are. And unfortunately, Um, unfortunately, they can't come near you. They can't come near you. I actually like that. All right. Let's grab these. Oh no, let's do some what's the tea cards. Let's do what's the tea. Child, you are unbothered. You're unbothered, and this person is creeping. You dodged bullets. You dodged bullets. Or they're dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected. You dodged a bullet. They may be watching you from fake accounts. And what they see is they see you out here hustling. You making it rain. You getting paid. Whatever it is you're doing, they're watching your glow up. They may want to travel. You may be traveling. They're creeping, trying to fish for comments. So they're definitely digging all in your comments on social media as well. Trying to see who you're dealing with or whatever. Okay, I do have a dirty offer. You may be running from it. It's funny because I remember a long time ago when I heard, I don't subscribe to the whole twin flame down. But I remember hearing a reader tell me, like she was talking to me years ago. I want to say like maybe 7 or 8 years ago. It was years ago. I heard a reader say something about how if you are the chaser as divine feminist, like during your healing phase, like if you were at one point a chaser, that eventually when you finally give up the chase and you release it and let go, that eventually they become the chaser and you become the runner. My mind was blown because I actually never what I couldn't even picture that. But I'm kind of getting that here. I feel like you're now you don't want to be bothered with this person. You're too busy just focusing on your money. You working, you doing your thing. And this could even be you unbothered, working, traveling, doing, like, literally you're doing your thing. Yeah, this person got love on the brain. They might be even worried that you might hold a grudge. Okay. Now here's the thing. I kind of feel like, yeah, they're hooked on you, child. I kind of feel like this person may want to force you into, like, I do feel like they want to come towards you, but I do want to say the offer is dirty. They may want to try to force things to go in their favor or for you to do what they want you to do. Honestly, I don't think it's going to work because I think you're just going to keep running. I think you're just going to keep running. Rejected, child. They may be getting readings on you. They may be abusing divination. You're so unbothered, child. Okay, yeah. That's another thing. They may be feeling inadequate because if you out here hustling, they see you doing big things, they may be dealing with some financial crisis right now. Child services may be involved. Somebody may be at risk of losing their children. They may be trying to use divination to cock block you. Oh, this person has bad habits and they may have to move. This person may also be a spiritual hater. They hate on your they hate on your spirituality, your magic, your light, your power. This person may want to have some type of romantic love affair with you, but they may not. Okay, remember when I said they may have problems getting to you? They may not have a vehicle. They may not have a car. So they're reflecting on their life. They feel threatened. And intimidated. So they may be giving fake smiles, pretending like everything is okay. Meanwhile, they're all played out and they're just pissed off at your happiness. Yeah, they're digging into you, looking, trying to get up and close, trying to get personal, trying to know what you're doing. They may be obsessed with you. Love triangle, cyberbully, legal issues, stalker, child, and they're haunted by the memories of you. Wild. All right, let's grab some index cards. All right, the month of August may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. Pisces may be of significance. Somebody is self-absorbed and possessive. God has seen the misdeeds. Collective, don't be afraid. Somebody's been telling pretty little lies. Somebody here is a ringleader. The ringleader could have been a Virgo, a Leo, or a Pisces. Somebody wanted to destroy your life. Somebody is a con artist. Blocked. I've been saying it like somebody's blocked, like for sure. Failed attempt, empty victory. Toxic relationship. Somebody thought they could get away with it. Somebody's a false mentor, gives bad advice on purpose. Somebody tried or is trying to sabotage your relationship. Somebody has inflated worth and an inflated ego. Somebody is getting readings or paying for spells. I did say that. Somebody's home life is in turmoil. May have been trying to affect your third eye. Family, friends may be of significance or participants. Somebody here is a gold digger. They may have accused you of being a gold digger. Somebody said, I love gaslighting to destroy your confidence. Month of April may be of significance. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. An aunt may be of significance. You could be an aunt. Somebody's throat chakra here needs balancing. Somebody here needs to speak the truth. Somebody's secrets are coming out. Month of March may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. This group is keeping a secret. They do things for attention, and somebody here is an agent of chaos. Bottom of the deck, you are the competition. Your ex. Okay. All right. Let's get one Chinese elements. Chinese 5 elements for the collective. Metal rat. Be aware of projection. All right. This card often appears as a message to look beneath the surface. Things are not exactly as they seem. The truth is easy to find once you sharpen your vision and attend to the details. Start listening to the quiet voice of your true self instead of the louder inner critic. Managing your expectations will help you prevent disappointments. Release what does not serve reality. The metal rat also encourages us to take a step back from our relationships and go within for some self-reflection. Do we present ourselves authentically and see our loved ones as they are, or do we unconsciously project our fears and insecurities onto them and in our actions? Awareness of our own patterns of projection can help us recognize it in others, allowing us to respond from a place of compassion. Child, I was just talking about this. Words can cut like metal. Think before you speak. Let your words come from a place of truth and non-judgment. The rat can amplify your fears. Friend those fears and get to know them better so that you can be more comfortable in their presence. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. I love you guys so much. Let's look at the numbers. At recording time, we are at 15,048 subscribers. I will be announcing the winners for the last giveaway and announcing the next giveaway probably in the next day or so. I got to kind of get myself recalibrated before I start giving stuff away again. I hope you guys have a really wonderful evening. I hope everybody's doing really well, feeling well. Um, we can talk about the eclipse tomorrow. You tell me how things are going for you tonight, and tell me if you feel anything really significant today. What kind of day have you guys been having today? Um, this eclipse energy is going to be, it's going to take us into a 6-month cycle. So um, I hope it treats you kindly. I hope you have more compassion for yourself as you're going through transitions. Um, and just remember that if you feel like you're not necessarily where you thought you were supposed to be at this point of your life, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay? Everything happens in divine timing, not our timing. So just make sure that the decisions that you're making for yourself are truly for your highest good, right? Keep focusing on your goals. And even if you don't necessarily make the mark every single time, have compassion for yourself. I had to kind of stop myself from going crazy over like, oh, I didn't get to record today, and I would feel really guilty because I had gotten so accustomed to, when I had more free time, I was really accustomed to just hammering out the videos, but I haven't really had the time because I've got all these other obligations and my clients and all of that, and my clients come first. I love you guys, but my clients come first. So, and my family comes before that. So, I had to kind of reel it back a little bit, and it is very coded to Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. Have more compassion for yourself and others. Non-judgment. I'm not judging myself. I'm not being overly critical. Shit is what it is. If I can't get to it, I'll get to it later, and I'm okay with that. So I need y'all to get okay with that too. Like, if you're not exactly where you thought you were going to be at this point in your life, don't worry. You have time. You got time. Don't be in such a rush. Enjoy the process. All right, guys, I love you. Until next time, take care. Bye.